If you feel like you're lost in your life, you feel like you've got no sense of purpose, you've got no reason to get up in the morning, you feel like everything you do is pointless, and you just don't know what to do with your life. I used to feel the same. I used to feel the same for quite a while, and it was really, really difficult to get myself out of those feelings. But I managed to figure out how to actually escape those feelings. And these 3 steps that I've got on my whiteboard here actually break down those steps that I went through. So hopefully I can help someone else out and figure out how they can also stop feeling lost in their life and actually discover their purpose and their drive and what they can actually do to start enjoying the life that they've got. So before I get into the 3 points, I'll just quickly explain myself, because you probably don't know me. I used to, well, when I was 20, when I turned 20 years old, I was miserable. I hated where I was. I didn't enjoy what I was doing with my life. I felt like every week was the same. I felt like I had no purpose, no sense of belonging, no reason to pursue anything. I just felt lost. I just had no idea what to do, and I didn't know how to get myself out of those feelings. Right? It was only after a couple of years of trying these specific steps that I actually figured out how to remove those feelings entirely, and now I feel really positive on myself. I know what I want to do. I'm excited to achieve it. I'm really happy with where I am in life, and I want to help someone else out do the same so they don't do anything they don't regret. Okay. So the first point is buy. Right? Buy. So you've got to buy this very specific thing, right? So it's not a course, don't worry. It's a plane ticket. Right, so it can be 3 months from now, it can be a year from now. You should buy a plane ticket, and you can decide where you want that plane ticket to go. I'd recommend anywhere in the world, obviously. My pick was Australia. When I turned 20, I decided to buy a plane ticket to Australia, and it was the best decision I've ever made, and I'll explain why. Because we're brought up, we're always told that to start feeling better about yourself, to like self-improvement, it's an internal thing. So we're told it's in your mind, so you should read some books to improve yourself, or it's in your body, you should go to the gym and you should work out more and you should get more muscle. Or it might be get your money up, become more successful, increase your income so your status is higher. Your status, your body, your mindset, these are all internal things. And these are the things we're always told to change. Change who you are and you become a better person. I believe that is completely the wrong way to approach it. You can't just change who you are. I've tried to change who I am. I've read countless books. I go to the gym all the time. And all those things can help with the symptoms of feeling lost. They won't help with the root cause of why you actually feel like you've got no purpose, if you've got no direction in life. Right, so instead of attacking the internal things, you've got to attack the external. You've got to change the environment. The reason you feel lost is because every time you're in that environment, those feelings and those thoughts start to ruminate. And every time you return yourself back to that environment, those feelings and thoughts come back. Right? If it's in your bedroom and you feel negative about yourself, every time you then enter your bedroom, you develop a habit, and your bedroom is now a trigger for you feeling bad about yourself. Right? So you don't feel bad because your internal self is bad. You feel bad because your environment triggers that inside of you. So the best way to do it is to change the environment. And that's why I'm saying buy a plane ticket. I'd recommend places like Australia. Great place to begin your journey. You could places in Southeast Asia. You can do South America. You can get working holiday visas in many different countries. You can do Canada. You can get one in Japan. You can get one in South Korea. You can get one in Australia and New Zealand. There's so many countries that young people aren't aware that they can just go to and they can just work in. And you can work anywhere. You could work in a hotel, or you can work in a hostel and you get your accommodation paid for, and then you can enjoy yourself in this new environment. And since you're in this new environment, what you'll do is you'll be able to create new patterns of thought, new positive ways of thinking, because you're not in your current environment. You're not in the environment where you're negatively thinking. You're in a brand new one. So different thoughts occur. Okay. So buy a plane ticket, right? The second one is to earn. Okay. So if you've bought your plane ticket and it's 3 or a year down the line, you've now got to earn money up to that point. Okay. Because obviously you can't travel the world with no money unless you're like some Nepo baby, but most people aren't. So things that I do that help me get excited to go into my job, because my job usually sucks. I don't normally enjoy it, but I have a picture of the location that I'm going to, and I put it on my bathroom mirror, and that every time I wake up and I go to the bathroom, I look at that picture and I imagine myself there. So I remember what I'm waking myself up for that day. I'm remembering why I'm going to that job that I hate, because I'm working towards the place that I'm going to. Okay. So you've got to earn, you've got to work as many hours as you can. I worked 2 jobs before I moved to Australia, and I was doing 14 hours a day. I hated both jobs, but I didn't care, because to me, it was not the job that mattered. The job made no difference to me, because I knew I had a specific day that I was looking forward to. I was counting down every day till it gets to that point where I can just leave. See, when you don't have anything excited to look forward to, you've got no reason to get up. Most people think that you should earn the money first and then buy the plane ticket, buy your holiday when you've got enough saved. Completely wrong. You've got to buy it first, buy the ticket first, have that thing to look forward to. So every day when you're in your job, you don't care about how negative it affects you, because you know you're earning that money every single day towards that goal that you're excited for, because excitement is the thing that stops you from feeling lost. Excitement is what keeps you going. Buy your plane ticket first, then earn the money up to that point. So when you go to that place, you'll have money and you don't need to worry about it. Okay. The third one, don't return. Okay. Buy, earn, don't return. It's a wee little rhyme that I like. When I say don't return, I don't mean never come back. What I mean is just buy a one-way ticket. When you buy that ticket, buy it for only going one direction. You're going to that place, you have no expectation on yourself on a specific date when to return. When you do this, it gives you the sense of freedom that you can take your time, because you've got a whole life to figure out who you are and what you want. You don't need to set a return date on that. And I know it's hard to just go and leave everything behind, but sometimes that's the most important thing that you can do. Because I remember I did that. A lot of people that I knew were going on holidays, and in the summertime, they would go and book a holiday for 2 weeks in Spain, and then they had a start date and an end date. Gets to the end date, they fly back home Monday morning in their job again. Right? That's a reality for most people that I know. And I feel like it's just, there's so much you're missing. You know, if you go to a country and you book it one way and you don't have any expectation of when you're returning, it allows you to open up yourself to all these new emotions and feelings and understandings of who you are as a person. Sometimes it's important to just leave everything behind. And I know that's not an easy thing to do. Some people are tied down with mortgages. They've got family members to take care of. Some of you might even have kids. You know, it's not an easy thing to do. I'm not pretending that it is. I did it firsthand. I moved to Australia for 2 years. I lived in New Zealand as well. I know it's not easy moving to another country, leaving everything behind. I know how hard it is. But although it is hard, it is simple. It does not need to be as difficult as this, and this. It is as simple as packing your bags, booking your ticket, saving your money, and not coming back until you're ready. Okay? I feel like these techniques are what saved me, because it was my environment that was affecting my health. It was affecting my mindset. My mindset wasn't the thing that needed to change. It was the environment around it. You can't change what's inside. You need to change your outside, and that will influence your inside naturally. So as I said, buy your ticket, earn your money, don't return until you're ready, until you figure out what it is that you want to do, and don't put pressure on it. Give it time. These things do take time. Don't think that I haven't figured it out, my life's a mess. You turn on your phone, you think everyone else has figured it out. You need to remember that, this is a side point here, no one, this is very important by the way, no one has any idea what they are doing. Right, ignore the handwriting. I know it's pretty abysmal. Writing on a whiteboard is not easy, but yeah, no one has any idea what they are doing. You think everyone else has got their life together, they don't. You'll meet people in their 40s, people in their 50s, 60s, 70s. You will meet people in their hundreds that still don't know what they want to do, and that's okay. You're not expected to. That is not the point. The point is for you to leave, find something new, and you will discover a lot more about yourself than any self-help book, any trip to the gym will ever show you. Because it's not about what's inside that you should aim to change or improve. It's what's outside.